These players are broke. And I'm not talking about all of them. Shout out to Tam Renee. What up, Tam? What up, Biz? What up, Shawnee? These players, Pamela White, what's up? What up, Pam? What up, Nisi? What up, Cartez? What's up? These players are broke. And it does not matter how big their contract was. It don't matter how much you think that they made. I recently seen something pop up on my timeline, and it was of Lou Will. And Lou Will was sitting down with, I think his name is Spanky. Spanky is one of the comedians that be working with Kevin Hart, right? And apparently he got a new platform too. Everybody got a new platform, right? Everybody got a new platform. Everybody doing interviews. Okay, cool. I don't even think I want to do interviews no more, except for if you a sexy woman, or if you a woman, or you a person that I think is significant that speak to what it is that I speak to for my audience. So I'm very careful on the people that I bring onto the platform nowadays, because everybody doing an interview, right? But I seen this video and I seen a clip of it, and I thought that it was really interesting. And I wanted to play it for you guys because I think that it speaks to the thing that I say on a regular basis. And people think that just because you make a lot of money, that automatically means that you keep a lot of money, and it doesn't. It doesn't. So let me see if I could fast forward over to the part where he was speaking to.
But the kid,
second. I think it was in the 44 range, something like that. What's up, baby? Okay. Somewhere in the 44 range.
It's bad investments. It's bad management.
What's the average life in the NBA players? What's the average?
4 years.
4 years. Wow.
4 years. 4 years is the average lifespan of an NBA career. And it take us 5 years after that to go broke. And have to figure it out.
Let's stop that right there. On average, we're not talking about LeBron James. We're not talking about Jaylen Brown. We're not talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. We're not talking about Kawhi Leonard. We're not talking about Steph Curry. It's worse for NFL players. It's 10 times worse for most rappers. We're not talking about Drake. We're not talking about Lil Yachty. Think about how many NBA players, what is it, 450, 452 NBA players that's on a roster? And guess what? They have a new draft every single year. First round, second round, first round guaranteed. They have a new draft every single year. On average, NBA players are in the league for 4 years. Also on average, 5 years after they retire and they're broke, which means that most of these guys made the majority of their money with no tangible skills after the league in their early 20s. And they're broke and filing for bankruptcy before they're 30. Now, this is Lou Will. Lou Will, I think, was in the league for like 18 years. 18 years, and at the end of that, they found out it wasn't his. 18 years. So now these guys, before they're 30, having to figure out how they're going to live for the next 55 years and figure it out. On average, the average NBA player is in the league for 4 years, and they are gone, and then they go broke within 5 years of retirement. This is a fact. This is not our opinion. This is a fact. So when you see them pretend balling, and I tell y'all, I say, listen, some of y'all favorite NBA players, we got more money than them. We get more money than them in the bag cases. I'm trying to tell you, it's facts. If y'all not a part of the Patreon, if y'all not a part of Stock Club, link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Let's hear them give the whole context, all right?
4 years.
4 years. Wow. What's the average life in the NBA players? What's the average?
4 years.
4 years. Wow.
4 years. 4 years is the average lifespan of an NBA career. And it take us 5 years after that to go broke. And have to figure it out, the majority of us.
Damn.
But it's overhead, bro. It's overhead. It's bad investments. It's bad management.
So, this is what I was told. Shouts out to, I got a name drop. Shouts out to Rasheed Wallace. Once I started making a little money, I guess he found out. He called. Hey, we need to have a meeting. I know you're doing the show in Charlotte. I'm pulling up, but we need to talk beforehand. I said, all right, cool. Man, he sat me down and gave me the game, bro. Hey, I know family members going to be asking for this.
Shout out to Deborah. I appreciate you, baby.
This thing we doing this. I don't know if it was like that perfect timing, but I needed that meeting though.
That's amazing.
It was just one-on-one because, we went to Simon Gratz High together.
That's amazing.
A top basketball school, you know what I'm saying? I played on the team.
Don't start that shit.
We was top 20.
Spank.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'd have made it to the NBA, but I'm saying I could have made it overseas. That's all I'm saying.
How many points did you average in high school?
That's not the point.
It is the point because you just said that you thought you could play overseas. How many points did you average in high school?
The point is, in high school,
overseas is harder than the NBA, bro.
Well, it depends on the league.
It's harder to stick. It's not harder than the actual.
Right. And it depends on the league, too, though. There's some bullshit leagues overseas. Come on,
You can't play in none of. You can't, man.
When I was fucking 22, 23, bro, coming out of college, I could have played over there, bro.
That's like
the worst overseas
That's like
league.
me being a class clown, and I'm like, yeah, I could have been a fucking comedian.
You could have been a low tier. You could have been a low tier
amateur comedian because I'm funny in class. Fuck no, man.
But it's a lot of class
Hey, them NBA players be taking that as disrespect when you saying you better than you really was on the low.
clowns try to do it.
And that's another way you go broke, investing into some shit you know ain't gonna work. That's another one of our problems.
And
though
they say the top ones is restaurants, car washes.
Cause listen, it takes me to be 37 and retired to understand that you never invest in anything that you don't know what the fuck is going on.
Exactly.
What is going on? I say this how many years have I been beating this into your head? How many times have I been beating this into your head? I preach this, I teach it, I press it down into you. I beat this into your head every single day. Every single day. And the Chasers, when we do Stock Club, we doing Stock Club tomorrow. I say, listen, I don't care what y'all learning right now. I don't care how great I am in breaking down my investments. I give y'all the information and I don't invest anybody's money except for my own. Not nobody's money except for my own. I said, listen, we going to break this stock down. We going to break down this industry. We going to go into hospitality. We going to go into technology. I'm going to give you all the 8 things that I look for when I look to invest in a company. But do not invest $1. Anybody that's ever had a coaching call with me, I said, don't invest $1 into something until you fully understand it. It may take you a year. It may take you 6 months. Put your money into a brokerage account. You know what I'm saying? It's going to automatically invest in a SPACs account or whatever, so on and so forth, and you're going to get your returns from it. But don't invest $1. I don't give a fuck what these gurus is telling you. I don't care if these funds, all of this. Don't put $1 into anything. They say, Anton, why you not investing over here in Florida or South Carolina? I said, because I don't understand why y'all doing what y'all doing. I don't even understand which neighborhoods has got the best schools. I don't understand which neighborhoods is most walkable, what's being gentrified, what's not, why they pulling out insurance over in Florida, whatever. I understand Michigan. I understand Metro Detroit. I understand Oakland County, Wayne County, Macomb. I understand West Bloomfield. Well, I understand my market. I also understand the things that I'm putting my money into, right? And so my point is that the number one thing that I preach, you don't invest into something that you don't understand. You never, ever put $1 into something. And then they say, well, Anton, I'm going to just invest in this stock because this person said it. I said, if somebody come to you and they say, hey, let me get $20,000 in order to invest in this car wash, would you give it to them? No. I said, well, what would you do? I would ask them, where's the location? And what else would you ask them? And then I start rattling it off. Okay, well, who's the other investors? And how we going to get employees? And how much traffic is on this corner? And where's your business plan? And what happens if we run out of money? And how much are we going to charge per car? And then how do we market ourselves? And I start asking all these questions. I said, well, that's the same approach that you have to take into anything that you invest in, whether it be the stock market, because the stock market is not the stock market. It's an opportunity for you to invest in a company that you otherwise would not have had access to if they were a private company. It's an opportunity to publicly invest in a company. So we got to go through. We got to look at the market. We got to look at what their competition is, how technology is going to disrupt them. What is their management? What's the long-term strategy? What's their debt to income ratio? How many liabilities do they have? What is the margin? What is the net profit that they have on a regular basis? Are they a dividend company or are they a company that reinvests into themselves? What's the long-term strategy, right? It's so many different things that we have to deep dive into before we can start deploying our money and our resources. And so I have to beat that down into you. And whether you're looking at it from a corporate perspective, a stock market, real estate, yourself, you never, ever, ever, ever invest into something that you don't understand just because you think it's an opportunity. That's how you lose your shirt. I keep seeing people in real estate saying, well, how many doors do you got? They ain't asking the context. What's the interest rate that you're paying? How many loans do you have? Did you have a hard money loan? When was the house built? How much equity do you have in a property? Is it cash flowing? Is it going to change depending on whether or not the interest rates change? What type of loan do you have? Is it an ARM? Is it a 30-year? Is it a 15-year? How long is it going to be before it's paid off? What is the maintenance on it? When that house was built, do you have huge maintenance costs? Is it an HOA that's tied to it? But they're not asking any of these questions. They just telling you to go get doors. Go get doors. How many doors? You could pull the equity up to 80% out of the property in order to go and buy another property to be able to scale up real fast. Man, you are putting yourself in a position to where you're going to suffer. And you don't know what you're talking about. But because you think you know what you're talking about, you're going to invest in real estate because everybody invests in real estate. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Nigga, you just out here. You just running around. What if you have 4 different properties that's not generating revenue because you may have a problem over here and a squatter over there, and then you may have a vacancy, and then you got to turn that property over in order to get it ready for somebody. But then you got to get a real estate agent, and you got to pay 1 month's rent in order to be able to get that rented and all of that. You don't have the ability to be able to carry that property. What if the roof got to be done? But people keep on jumping into investments thinking that they don't know. Listen, you need to get into the bag chasers. We real life over here. We not out here telling you and selling dreams and creating these fake ass funds and all of that. We teaching you how to fish. It's different. It's different over here. Link to the Patreon is in the description as well. Let me get back to the video. Stock Club is tomorrow.
Exactly.
It's like, why would you invest in a restaurant? You ain't never waited tables. You don't know nothing about nothing.
Right.
Your management probably has never worked in food and beverage.
Nope.
It takes so much. Like, bro, we invest in so much shit because it sound good and we fans of it and we like it. Like I told you the last time we spoke, I invested in the water company. I don't know shit about water. You know what I thought? I'm like, everybody drinks water. This got to be a great idea. Like,
don't laugh at me, but I'm about to invest in something similar.
You finna buy you one of them spritzers, ain't you? Spritzers is popular right now. Everybody getting robbed out of spritzer money.
No, not spritzers, but I got an opportunity. I'm not going to talk about it yet.
You should talk about it because I can make fun of it. Tell you don't do the shit. What is?
Yo, you wouldn't believe how many athletes come to me as a result of watching my show and watching my content and saying, Anton, I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm fucked up out here. It's some that get to me before they get fucked up. But it's other athletes that get to me after they get fucked up. And then we gotta recondition exactly every single thing. We gotta go over it with a fine-tooth comb. You would not believe how many people generate a lot of revenue and they have no clue. And they are on the pathway. When we do the numbers and we project things out, they are on their way to being broke in less than 5 years. I'm telling you. Confidentiality, I don't name my clients. All I'm telling you is that I'm booked the fuck up with people that make a lot of money that don't know what to do with it. And they know they have a finite amount of time in order to generate as much money as they can. And that money is supposed to last them for the rest of their life. I'm booked the fuck up.
Is it?
Gas station.
You bow by.
It's not 100%. That's the only reason why.
You do know we going fully electric.
I know that.
2035.
And it's the thing. They told me, they said in the next 7 years, you're still going to be profitable. Like crazy. Still.
Who is they?
How?
Who is they telling you this, Spank? Jesus Christ.
After the 7 years, though, he said shit gonna get tight. That's why he said.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
See, that's why we shouldn't invest in shit we don't know nothing about.
True.
Because you saying he telling you in 7 years you still gonna be profitable. You're 70% to the mark of extinction. You don't think that the market is everybody gonna start saying, well, let me kind of go this way.
I'm a sell. No, he's not telling me 100%. He's not telling me 50%.
What kind of
Spank sound crazy. For him to spend that amount of time around Kevin Hart, but to be talking like he a dude from the street that still don't have no kind of insight and information, for him to have an inside track on Kevin Hart and to be talking like this shit is insane, bro.
He said 20%.
What kind
oh, shit.
Don't worry about it. We got Ghost already.
All right, we're not doing it. We're not. That's a sign. That's a sign. I'm not invested in that gas station.
Let me ask you this. Anything happens in the lounge, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I never been to a good lounge. It don't get a little confusing sometimes. It is the underground lounge. But anyways, what kind of gas station, bro?
Gas station with a little mini market. He said you got to do gas station with a mini market because that's how you make extra money with the whole.
What's the? It's a brand name or y'all?
It's a brand name. I'm not gonna say the brand name, but
gas?
it's a brand name. Far as the brand name is gonna give us money as well too,
Yeah.
because of the brand name, using the brand name.
How much does a gas station cost?
He don't even know.
I gotta go to all my paperwork and all that.
See, you shouldn't do this shit. You're
What?
supposed to be able to just
No,
answer
because my
these.
financial advisor is doing all with
So
me.
that's all right. So that
Financial advisor, a perfect way to get finessed. You know, whenever I think about a financial advisor, the first thing that I ask myself is, are you invested in it? Because I don't want to be invested in anything you're not invested in, because that means that you got some skin in the game and you actually understand it. You're not just talking shit. I need my financial advisor to be rich or richer than I am. Because, nigga, how you going to tell me how to move my money and you ain't got no money? I need my financial advisor to be rich as or richer than me. Because, nigga, if you a basic nigga and you a basic financial advisor and now it's different than a bookkeeper or just a regular CPA, because that just means that they understand the law. But when we say financial advisor, you're telling me that you know money. So that means that when we have a conversation, you know more than I do, or at the very least, you invested in the game. Don't tell me to invest in some shit that you don't even understand.
goes to my point. Like, think about, I came into the NBA, I was 17.
Right.
You just gotta trust that somebody telling you, yo,
True.
this is a good idea.
True.
You know what I'm saying? When a lot of times we probably gonna hire management that's just gonna
That's gonna take care of everything.
It's
That's
just
true.
gonna be
That's
your
true.
local guy that watched you play since you was a kid. He seems like a pretty cool businessman.
How much you need? I got you,
Yeah,
bro.
and we put all his money in his hands to invest in shit that we've never ever understood or did any research or have any background in, and we throw tons of money. Like 250 grand is a ton of money. I don't care how much money you make.
No, it is. But see, I only had to put that much. You know what I'm saying? He told me, look, I just want you to
crazy.
see how it is. I give you 20% of it.
So that's what I'm saying. A motherfucker telling you, man, just throw 250 in there.
That sound crazy. Spank sound crazy.
Listen,
This call,
yo,
man.
hey,
I
listen.
don't want to do it.
Hey, listen. How much was your S600 you got? Oh, let me not tell you.
Hey, come on, man. What you doing, bro? What you doing, bro? What you doing?
Hypothetically speaking, if you had an S600 outside, how much do you think that S600 is?
How much I pay for that? It was like 110, I think.
We got a confirmation.
Bullshit.
110.
How's an X600 110? Nigga, is you crazy? You can't get no S600 for 110. How do I know? Be nigga, because I got one. Because I got one. White on white on white. Actually, it's white with the red guts. And when Lamar Odom seen mine, that nigga gonna go and get his. Yeah, Lamar, I know. I seen what you did. Nigga, I got one. Nigga, ain't no S600 110. Is that yours, Spank? Spank, is that yours? Is that yours, Spank? I don't know no S600s. Not new. Not new. Nigga, S600s is 200. 175, 200. S600s is double what he talking about. 175 to 200. Nigga, at that point, you one step away from a Maybach. 175, 200. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. 110 from where? Is that the old one?
Like 110.
Would you toss a motherfucker your keys to two of them?
Hell no.
So
the S600 is a Mercedes. It's the S-Class Mercedes.
Again, so it's language when these people talk to us about investing.
Right. That's true.
250, just throw 250 in there.
Right.
Like I done threw so many 250s at some shit
Right.
that
true.
I never got back.
You had more 250s than me, though. You had more 250s than me. You put me out there.
I got a mean jump shots.
You can Google it.
I can shoot.
Google,
I can shoot.
Yeah, you can Google
and
it.
people like to pay to see the shit, so it worked out. It worked out. However, I'm retired and I'm going to your show tonight. All right? You see how shit work? You see how it go?
Right.
You see how it is, man? So,
No.
But how because I've thrown a lot of 250s at shit that didn't work.
Right.
Like to this date, I can't really even hang my hat on a real investment that I can really be proud of.
That's crazy. That's crazy. To this day, he can't hang his hat on and I respect Lou Will. I respect Lou Will for being this honest and transparent about what it is that he generated and the fact that he's saying that he can't to this day think of an investment that he can hang his hat on.
I'll say that publicly.
Respect.
I'm just really the past, I'm going to say 5-6 years getting into investing. But the first thing when I met a person to get me into stocks, he said, first thing you want to invest in everything that you use. So I started thinking about, okay, I fly Delta a lot. I invested in Delta. Can I say this?
Hey. For all of my bag chasers, that was a stock club last week. We broke down the hospitality industry which also, based off of how we defined it, included airlines. The conclusion that we came to, and I hate to say this, I can't even believe that we're having this conversation. The conclusion that we came to was that airlines was some of the worst investments that you could possibly make as an investor, as an individual investor. Airlines is quite possibly the worst investment that you can possibly make based off of what our standards are inside of the bag chasers. If you're not a part of Stock Club, if you didn't watch part one and part two, go back and watch part one and part two before you get into Stock Club, and we're going to be live streaming tomorrow, okay? If this dude did not just say I invest in things that I use and that I invested in Delta, oh, I didn't know. I didn't watch all of this. I didn't see all of this part. I only saw a quick clip on Instagram, and so I pulled up the whole podcast. Let me keep going.
Or is this
I'm laughing.
or is this Switzerland? This might be bad.
No, say what you
say what you invest in on stocks, because I know that stock market shit crazy. You go to jail.
It's that right now for 2024, the top 4 things to invest in.
You're not going, bro. You're not finna shake the Nasdaq up with
I
this
don't
shit,
know,
man. Come on, man.
I don't know. I don't want no trouble.
Go ahead, because the stock market is one of the only things you really pull your money out at that.
Right. Okay.
You gotta wait for the shit to sell.
Okay.
And you know what my stepdad told me? See, somebody told you to invest in shit that you use every day.
Everything
My stepdad told me you need to listen, motherfucking construction trucks. How they gonna build it if they don't use the trucks? So I'm investing in motherfucking what's the fucking company? What's the big ass yellow trucks? Man, I forget the color. What is it? Cat. Had me invested in Cat, because you know what I'm thinking?
What?
Shit, you can't build nothing without it, you know? Vending machines.
I forgot about vending machines.
Vending machines until I realized, oh, I gotta stock these motherfuckers.
Yeah. No.
I gotta go to Sam's Club and make sure.
I was getting them for my son. I said, yo, bro, I'm gonna get you like 5 vending machines. This is what you gotta do. I laid everything out to him because I knew somebody from Philly that does them. I laid it all out to him. So it looked like that's too much, bro.
Yo, we got a lot of work to do as a community, as a culture. We have so much work to do. We are out here and these are millionaires. These are millionaires that are openly, and I respect to them for actually having a conversation. These are millionaires that has made millions of dollars, and this is their mindset towards investing. Lil Will got a lot more sense, but good God.
Work out.
Yeah, it's like you the
Bro,
candy
you
lady.
17,
you the
bro.
candy
Like,
lady times 100. Like, I don't want this job. I'm running around trapping flaming hot Cheetos all day. 35 cents a bag. I don't want this fucking gig, Dad.
And they tell you, and you gotta find places to put them. That's the hardest part.
But see,
of it. They
I
don't tell
feel
you that,
like
though.
it's a Ponzi scheme because you from Philly, I'm from Atlanta,
Right.
and people are telling us to invest in some of the same bullshit.
Same bullshit it is.
It's like, bro, if you're passionate about, it's different strokes for different folks. So I don't want to just shit on the
But you know
vending
what?
machine people
Right. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. But you know what I'm gonna do?
because we did it.
I'm gonna set a meeting with you, bro. With Kev's Heartbeat Ventures. That's who I'll be sitting down talking to as well, too.
Yeah, now that's something I can see. I can
Don't sound like he be sitting there talking to him.
believe in that.
We gonna sit down. I'm gonna call him. We gonna sit down and like he ain't gonna lie. He's been helping me with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Not gonna lie. I got you. You my guy. Come on, I got you. But so the average NBA player plays for 4 years, and then the following 5 years they go broke.
Easy numbers game, bro.
Yeah.
Easy numbers game. I do it like this. You make $5 million, 2.5 of that gone. You got agent fees, probably another 50 of that.
So he breaking down because y'all see these contracts from these NBA players. Oh my God, they making this much. He said, let's say you're making $5 million. First of all, out of taxes, 2.5 of that is gone. First of all, out of taxes, 2.5 of that is gone. So you got a $5 million contract. Uncle Sam is taking a cut just because you got a $5 million. They ain't even picked up a basketball. Biden administration said we got to make sure that we support Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan. You only got $2.5 million.
That gone. 2.5 of that gone. You got agent fees, probably another 50 of that gone. You got your dues. A lot of people don't know we got dues for the MBPA.
So
yeah,
what?
you got dues. So everybody put their money in the pot. So you figure
Just like the union.
you got 450 NBA players. I think the dues is 15 to 20 grand a year. Everybody put it in the pot. That's how we able to get our health care and all of that type of
I
shit.
didn't know that.
Yeah, you got dues. Then you got your personal staff. So
Right.
I'm talking about
Everybody
just
got-
the staff
Yeah.
of
individual player.
financial
Yeah.
advisor. There's probably 1%. Agent at a high number is gonna get 4%.
Right.
But you can negotiate from 1 to 4.
Okay.
So before you look up, you probably at 1.5 million off of 5.
5 million and 1.5 without even spending a dime. On average, these are just the normal everyday fees for an NBA player. Out of $5 million, now you can extrapolate that. You can go it up, go down, whatever, right? You only at about 1.5 when you get done with your fees, the agent fees, taxes. Crazy.
5 with nothing. And these Benzes that we keep talking about in these mansions and shit, these girlfriends and these Chanel bags, before you know it, you not a millionaire no more.
Right.
You a high thousandaire. On paper, you can tell a motherfucker, fuck you, I'm a millionaire.
Right.
In real life, a lot of that pie gone.
God.
Yeah, so again, and we 17, 18-year-old kids, these are our first experiences. It's going to take us, I don't care what you go to school for, it's going to take you 5-6 years of that experience
Yeah, it is.
to even realize what's happening to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was, hey, listen, man, I had a week, I bought a Ferrari and a Lamborghini in the same week, and I rationalized it with my financial advisor, and he was like, I can't legally tell you what to do with your money, but I don't think that's a good decision.
Right.
And I said, it's cool, I make a bunch of this shit.
That's what you told him.
I did. But I was young.
What year was
and,
this? What year? Do you remember?
Man, I had to be 24. 25 years
So it was like
old.
the 6th or 7th season?
Yeah, see?
Damn.
Remember when I told you I don't remember a goddamn thing?
Yeah, you
but
did,
people
you did,
around me. So 2012.
That's considered the fourth wall right there. Remember we were talking earlier.
Yeah,
You're like, what's the
the
fourth wall?
Yeah,
That's the fourth wall with him.
paying this motherfucker to. But no, like you want to enjoy some of this stuff too,
Yeah, you
bro.
do.
Like
You do.
you want
You
to
do.
enjoy it, and so it's nobody sitting there giving you real numbers because it's coming in so fast. Money coming in so fast. That's just a contract. Like you might have a shoe deal, you might have some endorsements, so you feel like this shit is gonna be forever. It was
Right.
culture shock to me. The first week I didn't get a big check from being retired, where it was like,
I gotta figure this shit out.
yeah, like life has begun. Like I feel like my life really started when
After
I
you retired.
when I retired, bro, because I never spent that much time at home. Never read. Listen, all my mail. My mom has a habit of coming to my house with a shoebox, taking all my mail,
Right.
taking it to her house, coming back the next day like, boy, you got shit to pay. You don't look at your mail. I'm like, how I'm gonna look at my mail? You come get it every
take
day.
it, right.
You've been doing this for 20 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my first time of really introducing myself to my real life.
Yeah.
Like I had never spent weeks at a time in my own crib.
So is that another reason where they say a lot of when athletes retire, they get a divorce too? Because now they home
yeah.
so much.
Hell
and
yeah.
it's
You
different
don't
from-
really know the woman you married?
I'm holding on to that. We gonna get into that. Listen. After hours tonight. Let me pause it right there. Where we at? Let me pause that right there. We coming back to that tonight on After Hours. I didn't even know I was gonna be using that on After Hours. We getting into the woman aspect of it. That's an After Hours conversation right there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, most of these dudes have no clue on what to do with their money. And then they've adjusted their lifestyle to how much money that they're making every single year. And then when they retire, before they get 30, most of them, before they get 25, Lou Will was fortunate enough to have a long NBA career, and he's not even 40 years old yet. And he got to live the next 40 to 45, 50 years trying to figure this shit out. Telling you, I'm trying to tell you, when y'all on the outside looking in versus having a real view into what a lot of these guys is living their life like, it's different.